Hello, my beautiful, lovely, divine, powerful creatures. I have decided to do a pick-a-pile. And I said, Dawn, what is it that we should, ask? So I put up a thing to ask, what kind of questions would you like to see in a pick-a-pile? But I'm afraid Dawn came up with the utmost, best pick-a-pile ever. And I have faith that this is going to work for everybody who does and sees it in a different perspective. Because whatever I'm talking about on these cards, when you pick your pile, whatever I'm talking about on these cards, instead of seeing the 3D aspects or the reflection of the problem, let's feel the emotion under it and kind of maybe relate it to something going on in our world that might be similar, that we start seeing these problems as symptoms of a bigger picture in here. And once we understand what's in here, those symptoms will go away and you'll stand more in your power. So, for the burning question that's on your soul, if you wouldn't mind, just do a few in through your nose, deep breathing, out through your mouth. And concentrate on the most burning question that you would like to have answered. Clear your mind of anything but what your soul is drawn to. Pile 1 will be the tiger's eye, dodecahedron. Pile 2 will be the sunstone. And pile 3 will be the amethyst. Now, I will try and do tags and figure it out, but I'm in the middle of moving, which is the mess back here, so please just... Okay. Let's pick a pile. Hi, pile 1. Okay, here we go. Tiger's eye. It's a luck stone. It's a money stone. It's a balance stone. It's very earthy. Could you be looking for balance? All right, now I'm going to do what I call an either or reading because, energy is fluid. It changes as you change your mind. So, first, I am going to start off with mindful messages. And then I am going to pull an oracle of the light. And then I am going to pull 4 cards, because I always do 4. And I'm going to look at the bookends. And then that's one perspective. And then I'm going to pull 4 more cards. And we're going to see it possibly from another perspective. Message from your shadow side will be Murder of Crows deck. Message from your light side will be the Alice in Wonderland. Okay. So let's see what we have for you today. Your mindful message is about expressing love. Today I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. I agree with this message. We don't have enough messages of love out there. We have too many messages of fear. Too many messages programming the world of fear and separation and anxiety. And we need to get rid of that and take this world back. So that is about expressing gratitude and love. And where and who. The people who have made you feel loved. Maybe want to hear. Okay, so at this time, this is about you understanding or ascension. Seems like you are focused on spiritual things in relation to how it reflects in your life. Seems like you are feeling your soul and you are ready to rise above the darkness that you see in the world. You're looking for guidance and a light outside of you. But your true great gift is the light that's inside of you. That's the one that's missing from the world because we're afraid to bring it. That's true ascension. And there, in that energy, you will find your answers. But be careful what answers you ask for and make sure you ask them the right way. Because a part of ascension is being mindful. All right, let's see what we have here. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Tower. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Sun. It seems like that's why you're looking for answers. You just had a Tower moment with a soulmate. It seems there are too many cups in this mix to begin with. Now, if you're looking for a simple yes or no answer for something, the overall energy is yes, but there's something to beware of because there's outside influences that we're allowing to change who we are or what we want to be, what we're working towards. These influencers, they bring you down. Now, I'm just going to separate this right here because this is about friendship, right? Now, you know everything has two energies. This is about friendship. Reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, indulgence, festivals, festivities, gatherings, happiness, weddings, engagement, purity, graduation, baby shower, happy times. So to me, this is somebody who thinks that whatever party is going on here is going to bring them happiness. But with the Tower card right after it, chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelations, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, natural disasters. Now, these people, they know better. Look at them as the three nymphs following Satyr, if you wish. All they care about is a good time at somebody else's expense. They're holding their cups up for somebody else to fill. If they weren't, you'd see this on the end, but I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing the Tower right after this. So somebody's been playing with the wrong friends. And now the other message is why you're wondering about ascension is because you're realizing that there's only one true soulmate, and that's where your soul came from. And you are as precious to him as your love on earth would be here. This is where ascension comes from. This is where understanding comes from. Not people, places, things, parties, da, 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 da. That's almost devil energy there. This, however, is a beautiful, responsible, powerful co-creation. Understanding mysticism. I mean, it's just beautiful. Partnership, unity, love, compatibility, happy potential, soulmates, relationships, harmony, balance, equality, attraction, connection, proposal, engagements, marriage, and mutual respect. This is a biggie for me, because this is a responsible co-creation. But see, when you try to you can't responsibly co-create with any other person because you don't know if they're responsible until they show your true colors, which is why this happens. Until you get right this way, then you'll be able to feel that. You'll know. You'll know it's coming, and you'll be able to decide, well, maybe I can make a difference and change this outcome. Maybe. Or, and you'll understand, it could end badly. But you'll know because your true soul will tell you what you're supposed to do. And the Star, this is about healing. This is about healing and seeing through this because you're valuable and you know it. You know it. You shine like the sun. Okay, the Star is about hope and recognition and inspiration and creativity and calm. Contentment, renewal, serenity, spirituality, healing, positivity, faith, healing, and rejuvenation. All right. So, the first responsibility is to your soul or to spirit, to that eternal wisdom. Your second responsibility is to yourself. to bring that no matter what. Even if you're in this, okay? Which most of the time these days you are, because most people don't understand the importance of this. So, when you do this, and then you do this, then you get this. But if you have a bunch of people out here like this, without any of this, then you get this. Life is all about choices. Now, this is actually a pretty good outcome, because this is definitely yes. So whatever you're thinking about, I feel like you're thinking the right way. All right? So, let's look at the second one. Two of Cups, double. All right, now this is all about you, boo. Let's look at how this energy affects others. Now, it's funny that we were talking about this being next to this. It's all about stealing the joy, because you can't find it within yourself because you have no spirit. You're not looking in the right places. That's right under that Three of Cups. That will knock you off of balance. Okay? That's about being around the wrong people at the wrong time in the wrong places. So, here we go. Let's take a walk down that road, because Spirit wants us to understand what this does. If we're this person doing this, there's more than you involved. Okay? If you're doing this against your trueness, then somebody that is true is being left out in the cold. Okay? So let's look at the repercussions that certain energies have, like this type of energy. That's no bueno. Alright? You're stealing things that don't belong to you. And you're destroying them. You are making the choice to do that, regardless of the outcome. You are living for the moment, and only the moment, and only for you, me, myself, and I. Acting like the true friend. Stealing people's cups and their blessings. Trying to empty their vessels and create havoc. The one true gift from Spirit is what's in that cup. What are you doing with yours? Because in this energy, this is the yes. This is the better ideas, present choices. Because in tarot, if somebody tells you, this is for a fact gonna happen, I don't think you should accept that, because as soon as you change your mind, this'll change. Alright? This'll change. So anybody who tells you, oh, for a fact, I know it's gonna happen, well, maybe if the energy stays the same. But that's what tarot is about, seeing the possibilities. Or for me, that's what it is. Other people will guide you to need more tarot. That bugs me. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and guide you to more trust yourself. Because I want to have a vacation someday, So, this is the shadow aspect, as we can see. Everything's pretty much negative and upside down outside of the modus operandi. These people have a hole in their soul they're trying to fill, and they're doing it the wrong way with the wrong people. But somewhere out there, they're also doing it with the right people that believe in them, that trusted them, that loved them, not for anything but them. The truth of their soul, the potential. They fell in love and trusted your potential. They seen it in you. But you didn't see it in yourself. That's heartbreaking to people who believed in you, who trusted you. Okay, let's get a message from the dark wisdom. This is a double. This is a double reversal. This is the Two of Pentacles. Upside down. Everything that you value becomes unstable, working from this energy. As soon as you run into this lady you turned upside down, you're in this court. Because she's already done this. And you broke her heart. Or people like her, it doesn't matter who. I'm not saying you, this could be happening to you. Remember, any energy is relevant. Either or, give or take. Look at the feeling behind it. Remember. So we have actions and correlations. Whether you got into business with somebody for egoic reasons instead of growth, you know, like money and fame or fortune or whatever is not the reason. Which is why a lot of things fail. Because they're trying to work under this energy. Basically, you being not mindful of you creating this energy for someone else, it ends up blessing you. You end up reaping what you sow. This lady doesn't have to do anything but turn herself right side up, and she will, because she's a queen. She's the Queen of Cups. You don't keep the Queen of Cups down. She's also the Chariot. She will move ahead if you turn her like this. She will not look back. And when she walks into your life, she very seldomly do you forget her. Her love will change you. You will never be the same. You've created your own hell. This is a 11-11 with the 2 and the 2 here. Very spiritual. You saw the signs. You knew what your choices could do, but you did them anyway. You created your own prison for yourself because this lady right here knows love. And if there is any in you, she'll make you feel it. And that little tiny piece of light that she gave you in this kind of energy, this is jealousy and envy and greed and lust and one little piece of light in that energy. At that high vibration, that's almost a come to Jesus moment from that kind of pain. But that's a reflection of what you've inflicted. Remember that? Okay, whoever you are. Or this is a reflection of what you've endured. Okay? Now, if this is a reflection of what you've endured and it's driven you to get closer to God, or whatever you call it, I call it the eternal wisdom, which contains both the light and the dark wisdoms. It's there for you to understand. That's what Ascension's about. The truth of God or the eternal energy is always balance. All right, believe it or not, there, the dark and the light work together to bring you into focus on what you're meant to be. Okay? Whatever it takes to drive you to understand yourself, that's what you're manifesting. Especially when this lady steps in the room. Not only will it come back to you, it'll come back to you quickly. And this is something we need to understand. There are magical people out there. You should come at them right or leave them alone. Because if you're a dark soul, their magic, one drop of it would be poison to you. And if you're on the receiving end of this, pray they take this path. Pray they take this path. And don't stick with this. Because if you're on this path, you'd never wish that path on anyone. Alright, message from the light. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, okay. Six of Cups is all about balance and equal give and take. You know, this is like the dark and the light reading. This is all about balance and understanding. Happiness. Well, it can also be about past, which this is all about past because your past creates your present. And you have to choose what you want to put in your present so you don't have to worry about your future. And this shit ain't it. Trust me. You'll have this. But this shit, here you go. I mean, it's a promise. So, whatever you are working on, as long as it isn't fuckery, dude, go for it. You're thinking in the right direction. But if you're thinking about I, me, how can I get ahead? What can I do? Always maneuvering, always. If you're a getter, because these people right here, they're creators, all right? And what you do is you take their creations and you steal them. Because you have to. Because you don't have this spirit of creation. That's where you get it. So, I hope that there's karma for that, because you hurt people. And if you get to understand that, if you're not too far gone, then it'll drive you to this. Embrace this. This is beautiful. It's peace. It's love. Even when your type of fuckery is around, it's not harm you wish for anyone. But they will talk about this. They will talk about this because it's dangerous. Because we understand it's a time when there is more of this than this. And we need to talk about this. Because we need to balance this. Communication is key. And how we use it. Because sometimes we may not use communications in ways that people might approve of. But tough titty said the kitty because they're not in the situation. You know? Always when you're in, if you're a deep feeler, a deep thinker, and you've been driven to spirit, and you've accepted that you are You have chosen to understand the truth of you so you could bring that to this world and not this. This is being dependent on people. You need to be dependent on you and what's inside you to bring this balance. And then you might even be able to help others. But sometimes these people, you can throw all the love and be all the you want, and they're just going to suck you dry. They're kind of like vampires. So, in that case, you have to do what you need to do to protect that divine gift. Do not let them make you a victim. They might turn you upside down, but you know it's not for long. So, those of you seeking your power, some kind of magical or divine gift, if you're trying to use outside influences to find your happiness, then you're stealing it from the truth of your spirit. Those of you who understand your own power and are using it for truth and standing in spirit, that's your reward. And bravo for being brave, because it's a hard thing to do, because we are in a world full of this. Me, I. This is what's best for us and we. Okay? And this is not good. So however this needs to be fixed, we need to wish it the best, no matter what it's done. But don't put up with it. And try not to let, I mean, everybody can make their own choices, but try not to let it harm others. Okay? Because we need you right now. We need this. And you guys have the ability to bring it, just like we all do. All right. So that's what I have for pile 1. Thank you, my lovelies. Now, I have to say, if this is dealing with a 3D question, and you're thinking about leaving a situation or bringing a tower down because it's not working for you, there's an either or on that too. You know, if you've done everything you can do to show somebody the light, then yeah, you need to go. If you're not feeling appreciated, loved, and supported, that is, you're not in the space where it's the truth of your spirit. And that's where you feel comfortable. And that's where you need to be. If you're reaching, which is what's going on, people are trying to get healed. Don't harm the healers just because you can't have them. Or you don't have that gift yet. So, but it's possible. I mean, you can get it. Because this healer's seen something in you, the possibility. And she stood up for it and got hurt. That's just the way this is, you know. Realizing our own energy and how it affects others around us. Now, later I'll get into the 5D and how this actually affects that too, which is why when you're standing in the right light, things will help you. Things will help you. During times of difficulty, that's when you have to sit down and learn the wisdom of the difficulty. And things move out of your way. Okay? I hope this helps, lovelies. I love you so much, you beautiful, powerful, divine beings. And that is every one of us. Some of us do not know our power. It's still powerful in this energy, and it causes a lot of havoc. We want to bring this energy. Havoc isn't our friend. Blessed be blessed. Namaste. Okay, pile 2. I'm excited. I will explain to you how these are going down as I do them. Alright? But a message from the light on the outcome will be the Alice deck. A message from the shadow will be the Murder of Crows. And these are either or, okay? We're going to look at 2 aspects of any situation. And those are the either or. If you have a yes or no question, it will come out here. This is the Oracle of Light, and this is Mindful Messages. And we're going to start with the Mindful Messages because I believe that is the overall energy of what we need to concentrate on, okay? Yours is about gratitude. Gratitude. You know, sometimes we get in situations where we find it hard to find something to be grateful about. Sorry about my nails. I've been in the garden playing with plants. So we forget in all our troubles, turbulent waters, about the little things to be grateful about. And then when you get really good at gratitude, you're even grateful for the problems because you understand they're there as a messenger of your strength that you don't understand you have yet. It too is your friend. I love acknowledging all the little things I am grateful for, no matter what I have going on. I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I am feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto what brings me joy. Very important thing to be able to do. Like I said, even in your troubles, from an attitude of gratitude, you would be saying not, why is this happening to me? But why is this happening for me? And you would let that strengthen you. What is the message? My goodness. This is a biggie. Your message from the light is the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Within that gratitude, you find faith. Within that faith, you find the ability to grasp and to do and to overcome whatever stands in your way. Because this message needs to be carried. And when this shows up, this is going to be a high rating. Oh boy. Sunstone, eh? Here we go. The Hierophant, first off. Okay. There is something that you are not wanting to move away from. The Hierophant's right here. You know you should. You know. Hierophant's right there, kicking you in the butt. But see, the Hierophant's also about free will. And that's the angel on your shoulder whispering in your ear. Telling you the truth of the Holy Spirit. You know what you need to do. You just don't want to freaking do it. It seems to be a little fear of making a choice here. That means you aren't standing in this faith and doing what you need to do. You're running away from spirit because you're confused. And the reason you're confused is because you're not trusting the message. Or maybe bringing a false one. These cards are upside down here. Somebody's not wanting to move away from I'm seeing somebody here not listening to their spirit, and they're doing it for profit. Or somebody being confused about spirit and not wanting to move to gain their true security. This could be a story about what you value, what's truly valuable. And this is about a journey of somebody looking for that. Because they found it, they aren't finding it where they thought it was. Because they didn't trust what their soul was telling them. They were trusting what the world told them they should be. And they did that. And it didn't bring them the fulfillment. And it's confusing. Wait, I did everything I'm supposed to. I have everything I need. Why am I not happy? Why are you not grateful? If you have everything you need, you probably have some to share. What are we doing in this King of Pentacles mode? What spirit are we feeding here? This is like the tragic story of the stars who thought fame and fortune would buy happiness, and then they end up killing themselves because they're so miserable. And it looks like here somebody isn't willing to do that, so they're searching. This is a big message. This is also they kind of turn their back on spiritual things, and now they're turning to it because they're still empty. And they know it, but they don't trust it yet. They want to stay in familiar waters no matter how confusing it may be because they don't trust it yet. Yet they see it starting in others and they want it. They want that fulfillment. They want to be this King of Pentacles with the Hierophant behind him. Trust me, you do. You want that Hierophant and this Holy Spirit behind you. Trust me. Because this is what brings the fulfillment. Not this. And somebody's beginning to see that. Bravo. Alright. It's about chasing the dream and finding a demon. Having to win at all costs. This is a tragic story of putting everything on the line. On a belief that it was going to be stable. It was a message of stability. Looks like money. And somebody was willing to win at all costs. And they're seeing this. They know this. Because when the true King of Swords came in, this is the only card upright right here. This true King of Swords will turn this energy upside down. It's tired of the battle. And the true soul. But this is the same one that has this attitude. Okay? He's the only one that can really stop this win at all costs shit. It lies within himself. And he sees now how this win at all costs may seem like a promise of a bright, stable tomorrow. It may seem like a good idea, but in the end, everything that's valuable and that you valued tends to fall apart. This is a story about wishing on a star when you had the moon in your hands. This is about missed opportunities because of ego. Now, this, as I'm looking at it, it's not giving me a yes or no answer. Because with this King of Swords right here, it doesn't matter whether it's this or that. And with this Holy Spirit right here, you know what's right. And it's never too late to do the right thing all the time, every time. This Hierophant's on the board. That's a very powerful card. You're a very powerful person to either destroy or create. It's all about your choices. Don't run away from them. There's a responsibility here. Alright? It's not just you, boo. It's more, because we all come from this same spirit. And when you do this to yourself and others, you're doing it to me too. And everybody else. That's what causes your blessings to stop flowing. Because you're also trying to stop everybody else's blessings from flowing. Well, whether you're trying to or not, you are. And lowering the overall vibration. This is all about loss while trying to gain. And learning the lesson of what you're trying to gain. Is it worth losing your soul? Because then you feel empty. This is the only thing that can fill that. So, while you were wishing on a star and chasing that, you didn't see the moon right in front of you. Now, if this was people, a situation, I would say that somebody feels very unappreciated, very walked over, very trembled. And it seems like an energy that does not want to change. There's a lot of maybes here. This is also energy about understanding who's stepping up and waiting for you to see the gifts that it gave you and appreciate it. Appreciate the power that it has put in your hands and the trust and the love it has put in you for you to turn your back on it. That's what it feels like to that spirit. Can you imagine? We've given you all the tools and all the messages you need to understand that we are all the messages and tools you'll ever need to understand. And then all this ends up the right way. And that's stability, and you keep it. Nobody can take that. Nobody can take that. That is a kingdom built on holy ground, and you cannot rock that. And I think you're trying to find that. So, as for your message, that's something you have to choose. It's not a simple yes or no. I would like you to choose yes. If it was about the overall message, which is about spirit, I would say yes to always choose spirit. But if your message was about getting ahead some way, I would say be careful who you lie in bed with, because if you're on a playing field with a win at all cost person, your ass is on the line too. So, it's about choices. Message from the shadow side. It's the same one that reflects here. Only this one's upside down. This one's about paying attention. Paying attention to the 3 cups you have and the gifts you've been given. Spirit will give you more, instead of this being about daydreaming and looking for what you don't have. If you concentrate on those beautiful cups instead of the one in the sky or your ego, then that one in the sky will give you more. If you just appreciate and use the gifts it gave you. Here's the 4 cups again on the shadow side. This is about what you focus on and how you focus on it. Everything has an either or, but there is only one divine outcome. And the answer that you're looking for, Spirit says you have to come to me for it. You're not going to get it from a reader. And I'm not even going to try and give you an either or an answer on that one, because I deliver messages from Spirit, and Spirit says, get off your ass and talk to me. Come to me. It's the Two of Cups, guys. To me, this is always about us understanding ourselves through Spirit. The first Two of Cups that I think about is the relationship between me and Spirit and what I am here to do for it. The second one is me. And the rest of this reflects the truth of how healthy these two cups are and what you're putting in your cup to bring to Spirit. Because Spirit will reject anything that is not true. I don't know. Every time we live against our truth of Spirit, we kind of offend it. And this kind of thing kind of happens. But when we live in the truth of us and stand as the King of Swords, balanced and true, everything works in our favor as it should. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this helped. In the end, it's all about you and seeing the much bigger picture. I love you guys. Blessed be. Be blessed. Namaste. Hi, pile 3. You picked a beautiful amethyst. Okay, now let me tell you how these readings are going to go, okay? From the Alice in Wonderland deck, I picked a message of the light from Spirit. And this will be at the end, I picked a Wisdom of the Dark from the Murder of Crows. Now I'm doing an either or. So one will be from one perspective. One will be another. And then I have the Keepers of the Light Oracle. And the overall message is the mindful message that maybe Spirit wants you to think about and how it correlates to your question and the answers as it comes. This is a message about codependency. It's called Creator of Happiness. It says, I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It's not dependent on any outside source or individual, therefore it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. Anytime that you do not feel happy when you're alone, just because you are, then you are looking for happiness in the wrong places. And this is a message about codependency. If your happiness is dependent on something else, you are codependent. End of story. If you have not found happiness in your situation as it sits, then we have to figure out why you're not understanding the truth of Spirit. And how important you are to it to stand in your power of happiness. Because Spirit is happy. That spirit of happiness is what it wants to bring to this earth. But it can't do it if its vessels are out there codependent on things not of it, that do not last forever. It's not solid grounding. It's not anything to build your towers on. Because somebody sometime will let you down. Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Again, codependency. There is a spirit of codependency here. And we need to understand a little bit more about the only thing that we need to be codependent on is spirit. And that's how you find your inner strength and truth. And no, it doesn't mean you have to walk on water. That's such a fallacy. You're expected to be human. They count on you being human. Let's see what we have here. Four of Swords. Ooh, King of Cups. We have somebody here who is very loving and very giving and very codependent on the love of people. Now, beautiful energy, by the way. Beautiful heart. Emotional intelligence. You get love. You get it. You understand it. You express it creatively in so many ways. But see, here we got a problem. Even though you feel that spirit within you, and you channel it, and you bring it, sometimes we get this spirit of codependency where others depend on you for their happiness. And sometimes we like that. We like to feel that because we are not understanding that we're making the wrong choice of who we're bringing that happy to and where it's coming from. Because this is all about communing. So, if this is a choice with this right here at the very beginning, this is a warning that whatever you're getting into with this yes, yes, your heart wants you to run, run. Yes, yes, go. But this is a dire warning that you need to hold back. You do not. This is codependency. You just want to be loved because you have a lot to give. I get that. But trust me when I say from experience, you don't want to give that love just to anybody. You want to understand what's in that cup is beautiful. It's a gift. It's a present. Some people will suck you dry if you keep giving it freely. Kindness, caring. Yes, yes, yes. I get that. But here's the thing that Spirit needs us to understand, okay? We need to be strong for it. For that, what's in that cup, we need to be strong for it. And we need to quit letting these kind of people kick us in the teeth. We need to pull back. We need to commune with it because Spirit's saying, no, don't go rushing in. Stop that. You're getting hurt because you're not guarding that Holy Spirit and that gift within you, and you're giving it to the wrong people that just want to destroy you. or hurt you or don't appreciate it. Pearls before swine, either way. Sometimes you gotta hold back, and I feel like that whatever burning question you're asking, even though I have 3 yeses here, I'm still feeling a no because of what's here in this codependency and what's here. And the first one up is very spiritual, about you trusting what's within you. That your love, yes, you don't have to chase it. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to sell it. You just have to be it and let it come to you. It's worth more than that, than feeling like you can save some people with it. You have to guard it during these times. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. God, I love your heart. I feel this because I've been there. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Spirit says you're seeing the light, you're getting the message of truth. Alright? Starting to use your head. Taking a different path. You're looking at it. You have your hand on that old wand there that you're so familiar with that has you at this crossroads again. You're on the wheel again. Here we go. My big old heart got me in trouble. We're on the wheel again. Cause and effect. But you're still holding on to that wand. Do you see that wand behind you got locked up? That you don't want to use? What you saving it for? Don't you think it's time? It's time to try something new? Because your happiness, this love, what did I say? It's magic. Your happiness is where you manifest from. But if you keep giving your heart willy-nilly and don't learn to hold back, guess what's going to happen? You're going to manifest from pain. It doesn't matter. You're still manifesting. That's what that big old heart does. Now, the lesson from the pain is what we need to manifest. You have something valuable. You need to understand this. You see those 2 cups back there? That's you and your spirit. But you're not paying attention to it. You're kind of sitting back there all spilled and dirty, you know, kind of like, hey, what about us? That's where your inner strength is, and you're turning your back on it because you're crying over the spilled milk. Because you went rushing in with your cups, and guess what? The party didn't care. It's time to realize where your strength comes from. You still have 2 cups left, buddy. Pick them up. This is about a perspective of what's valuable. And again, who you let around your cups. You need to pay attention to them. You need to pay attention to your spirit. You need to pay attention to you, what's inside you, and honor it first. And I don't mean what's inside you because this person has a little bit of a lack of confidence in what's inside them because they feel like they need to spread it everywhere. And it gets them hurt. Confidence brings wisdom. It brings happiness. It helps you center. Here, you don't have confidence. You're turning your back on yourself and spirit, the truth inside you. Like I said, party time, spill those cups. You brought them. You brought them to the wrong party because you went rushing in with your love. It's time to honor that because it's a sacred gift. It's not a willy-nilly. It's not something you pimp out to make people love you. It's precious. Message from the shadow is strength. I agree. If you do not learn this lesson about your value, which will create your happiness, because once you see how amazing you are and how amazing Spirit made you to be, you're going to gain strength because you're going to go through a lot of pain, my friend. You're valuable. You're beautiful. What you have can be beautiful. It's the same in all of us. We are all cut from the same spirit. What you see that's beautiful in anybody else, the only reason you can see it is because it exists in you. But for some reason, you're not feeling it. Your shadow side in this is not strong. Perhaps because it's things that's been done to you or things that's been done by you. Strength can bring a sense of guilt because strength is also about truth. The truth of eternal things, which is where value lies. Anything temporary will not last. This earth is over 4 billion years old and we barely know anything about our history. Think about that for a minute. This is about making your mark where it counts. And the message from the light is the Three Pentacles. The Three Pentacles is all about working together. In this case, I'm going to go back to the me, myself, and I, which has everything to do with understanding you, boo. Because when you understand you, you understand spirit. Traditionally, this is Three Pentacles, usually with a stained glass window behind it, signifying to me that we should build in spirit. What was one, when you join with spirit, then becomes two. Spirit is a creation element. Together, you build three. And that three becomes four. Multiplies exponentially. Value your truth. Don't go rushing in. You'll get your cups spilled. And those are beautiful cups. You've already built them up to 5. And then, whoops. Oopsie, here we go again. Me and my big old heart. Which I totally get. But I will tell you this. It's best to stand in your spirit and learn this lesson here right now. So you can build the right way. You're not starting from nothing. Because you came from eternal. And that's not nothing, baby. And it's a hell of a lot smarter than any of these. And that's what you build your strength on, and that's what you build your empire on. You're on your way, my dear. Good luck to you. I hope this message helped. Leave a note on the comments if you like, and let me know what you thought of it. I've not really done many of these, so blessed be blessed. Namaste. Have a great day.